you. I'll expose everything. You guys who are watching know what I know. I'm sick of this. You're not going to gaslight us and tell us to shut up. I will be an enemy of you. There will be nothing that can stop me. Back off right now. Someone's got a guilty conscience felt to me like a laced threat. I will give you my platform. Why don't you release your messages, Bill? But I don't like little lies. It effectively been blackmailed. It's not a good sign if somebody even has to ask if you did have anything to do with the assassination. That just didn't happen. Understand that something is very wrong here. The story makes entirely no sense. Okay, I don't trust anything right now. Oh, watching these snakes, oh my, that's not even a threat, it's just a promise. I'll expose everything, I don't care. Sue me, don't care, do it. That's what they do, they gaslight repeatedly over my dead body, which I'm sure can be arranged.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something straight out of a thriller movie, but it's real life. Candace Owens, the firebrand conservative commentator, just dropped a bombshell on her YouTube podcast. She's has launched her own deep dive investigation into the shocking assassination of her close friend and Turning Point USA founder, C.Kirk. Candace and Charlie were like dynamic duo in the political world, and now she's turned detective to uncover what really went down. Candace isn't holding back. She's pouring over timelines, eyewitness accounts, and leaked documents that she claims poke massive holes in the official FBI story. Remember how the feds said it was a lone wolf with no connections? Candace is like, hold up, let's talk about those shady financial ties and mysterious communications that don't add up. Her breakdown has millions tuning in, and suddenly everyone's side-eyeing the FBI's narrative. Comments are flooding in. This changes everything. Why isn't mainstream media touching this? People are waking up, questioning if we've been fed a cover-up all along. But here's where it gets intense. Candace's probe is naming names, exposing potential involvements from high-profile figures in politics and big tech. She's hinting at a web of influence that could go all the way to the top. Fans are freaking out about her safety. Tweets like, Candace, watch your back. They're coming for you next. And this is brave, but is she protected? Some are even starting petitions for her to get extra security. It's got that whistleblower vibe, and the tension is palpable. On the flip side, praise is rolling in too. Supporters are hailing her as a truth warrior. Finally, someone with the guts to bring this to light. Influencers are sharing clips, saying she's the hero we need in these dark times. Her sub count is exploding. People love a fighter for justice. All right, that's the scoop. Now let's jump into some reactions. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also leave a comment below.
After watching Candace last night, y'all, I don't give a f if the goddamn news says it was a car accident. Set up. It's set up. If y'all try to take my girl Candace, set up.
If Erica Kirk does not have a problem with what Candace is doing, and Candace very clearly said, the only two people that can shut me up is my husband and Erica Kirk. And Erica Kirk didn't shut her up. And listen, it's not because she's too timid. It's not because she's going through a lot, even though she is going through a lot. The woman is strong. She literally made a speech to the entire country. If she wanted to tell Candace, hey girl, this is not your place. Hey girl, shut your mouth. She would have did it. I fully believe that. So not only do I think that she is condoning this, but I believe that she wants Candace to investigate. And I think a lot of people are forgetting that Candace and Erica Kirk's husband, Charlie Kirk, are literally in the same line of work. This is nothing new to Erica. Thinking beyond what's being presented to you, her husband literally did that. So that leads me to believe Erica probably feels the same way that her husband did, which is you cannot always accept or believe what is given to you at face value. You have to do a little more digging. Things are not always what they seem. Erica was his wife. She was behind the scenes. She knew the conversations that were had. So if Candace is saying anything that Erica knows for sure is true, why would she tell her to shut up? And if Candace was saying things that Erica knew for sure was a lie, she would shut it down. She wants her to do this. This is what I believe. I think you guys are forgetting that her husband was a critical thinker. Her husband read between the lines. Her husband did exactly what Candace is doing, which leads me to believe that Erica probably thinks the same way. You're not giving her enough credit.
Hey, this message goes out to Candace Owens and Candace Owens only, so if you don't like Candace Owens or you're a huge supporter of Candace Owens, the only thing I need you to do is help me get this message to her. Hey, Candace Owens, I want you to know the world needs you now more than ever. Don't stop. Expose them all so that we can make the decisions we want to make. And if you want to know more about what I'm talking about, you need to check out the account at the top of my page because I'm doing my best to make this easy for you to understand. Candace, don't stop.
The attack on Candace is making it so very transparent what is going on, making everyone who's listening, listen in harder. I want them to know that we see you all when you start doing this major attack thing. And then you don't come back and clear up your lies. So the one guy, and I hear people saying, and when's the last time Candace was at a Charlie Kirk event? Well, go listen to her show. She'll tell you she cleared it up for all of us. She was on his show twice. She went on tour with him twice last year. Last year she went on tour with him twice. Yeah, people can separate ways and start doing different things. That doesn't mean they don't have love for each other or they don't care about each other. Life just takes people different ways. Yeah. That doesn't mean something happens to my friend just because we're not doing this one thing that I'm not going to be pissed the hell off. And because we got in a little dispute or whatever, now I shouldn't give a damn about him and all this for life and all this. That's crazy. But this attack on Candace is very weird. And again, those of us that know, she's already let us know what you guys will be doing to her ahead of time. And now you're doing it.
Did y'all watch Candace live tonight? Because I did. And so did 855,000 people. Let me start off by saying, God, please protect her. Wrap your arms around her and her family, because she's gonna need it. But Candace, you go, girl. Don't stop. Don't stop. F them. Whoever wants to lie, call them out. Do it. You have 855,000 plus some people behind you. Them. When it comes to Candace and Charlie, they are literally the reason why I'm as far as I am in politics today. In my liberal state, I fight so hard. They're the biggest inspiration. This has rocked me to my core, and I ain't gonna shut up. I ain't gonna shut up. Back in 2009, when my father died, if the internet was the way that it was, oh honey, I would not have let the government get away with what they did when my dad died. You go, girl. You go, girl. I'm so proud of you, and I am so sorry what happened to your best friend, your little brother. The nation, the world has your back. Let me repeat that. The world. There are people in this world, around the world, that have your back. Don't forget it. Do not forget it. And y'all, stop lying. I'm calling y'all out too. Stop lying. We're done. We are done hearing your bullshit lies. Fill in the blanks. If you're not lying, fill in the blanks. That's all we want. Pray for her, y'all. Pray for her.
Protect Candace Owens at all costs. She needs to be protected, and this is coming from a Muslim person. Especially what she said on her last stream. Y'all don't understand the amounts of guts it takes to say what she just said on live in front of millions and exposing the truth to what actually happened to Charlie. It's really beyond courage and bravery. She deserves our attention, and she needs to be protected at all costs. I'm telling you guys right now, they will try to cancel her. They will try to bring her down. They will try to bring the biggest lies on her name to make us hate her. We need to wake up. What Candace said in her last stream, I believe every single word she said. Protect Candace Owens at all costs, y'all.
So now we've got Candace Owens doing Kash Patel's job, and she's on fire. Because this isn't left and right anymore. It's all of us being lied to. And they just think we're gonna keep nodding along. We're supposed to believe these messages are real. Perfectly self-incriminating, step-by-step confessions in text form. Nobody talks like that. That looks like it was written for us, not by him. And then it just so happens that it takes 33 hours to find him. Everyone can see that it was because Charlie Kirk was touching a subject that you're not allowed to question. And the second he did, they handed us this perfect little narrative. And why is Pam Bondi suddenly preaching about hate speech? Yeah, we never asked for that. Why are you acting like the First Amendment doesn't exist? Now they're saying that people should be charged for saying words. Something that Charlie stood up against. This isn't about justice. This isn't about safety. This is about power. And the people who think that they already own you. And if you still think this is about the left and the right, you've already fallen for the script. While they laugh knowing we never look up.
Here's a quick reminder to the people that are saying they feel bad for Erica, that Candace should shut up, that she's disrespectful, etc., etc. Who do you think is giving Candace a lot of this information? Why do you think Erica hasn't publicly said, please shut the hell up about my husband? Why do you think she become the new spokesperson for Turning Point? Why do you think Candace has made it perfectly clear multiple times the only two people that can shut her up is her husband and or Erica Kirk? Erica can't speak on this right now because she would be in danger the same way Charlie was. Candace can. The one or two people that you should strongly believe out of this entire narrative are the people that were closest to Charlie, people that knew exactly what he was going through. So if I had to guess, a lot of the shit that she has under seal is probably in Erica's phone. Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens. Erica would love to speak right now. I'm positive of it. Why do you think the vice president did Charlie's show? I told y'all today that she made that speech that somebody had their hands on her and her children. We know who that is now. If you were dumb enough to believe that Erica Kirk, the woman that loved her husband as loudly and proudly as she did, wouldn't stand up and speak against something that someone was saying about him that is of that political stance as Candace Owens, then you are fucking crazy. Why do you think Erica said that the people that did this would be held accountable? That essentially you may have shut Charlie up, but you had just opened the mouths of many others. She was never talking about liberals or Democrats. How do you think Candace knew that Charlie was turning to a Catholic church, utilizing a rosary, and all of these very critical opinions changing? Candace is not Charlie's wife, so if I had to guess, connect the dots. If you look back, Candace never spoke a word about Charlie until a couple of days after he died, because I'm sure Erica said, I can't use my voice. And Candace said, girl, I can, I got you.
I firmly believe everything that Candace Owens has to say. I really do. It makes sense. The other math isn't mathing, but Candace's math is mathing. She said specifically, nobody, absolutely nobody outside of her husband and Erica Kirk had the power to shut her up. Neither have done so. Neither have begged her to stop. Erica has not been anywhere saying, Candace, you gotta let this lie. You gotta let this go. You know why? Because Erica, who now is a single mother to small children, knows that if Candace stops, everybody else will stop. And she wants to know what happened to her husband. I think if somebody asked her, hey, Erica, do you think that it was really Tyler Robinson who pulled the trigger? She would say, no, I don't. But that's neither here nor there.
I don't care what nobody says. Candace Owens is onto something. I don't care if she's going through a little conspiracy theory. I don't care if she's going through like a little spiral in the terms of one of her closest friends dying. And y'all know how I feel about all this shit. But, I don't know if she's in a stage of grief and she's trying to like mitigate. But all I know is she's right. That shit don't make sense. You're telling me some random kid who literally just like went to Utah, decided he's going to go and pew this man, and then go home and tell his dad, and have like weird ass text messages to his roommate or whatever that dude was. Nah. Candace is right. And I'm a conspiracy theorist because genuinely everything is a conspiracy theory if you think about it, especially when it comes to the blues and whites. So yeah, Candace Owens is going to be head of the FBI one day. Just saying. Because if the FBI put the amount of time that Candace puts into her conspiracy theories, we'd have no FBI Most Wanted.
Candace Owens is going to single-handedly prove all that Black America has been saying to be true. You see, something that y'all forget is that at the end of the day, Candace Owens is a Black woman, and y'all done something to somebody she loved. For decades, for centuries, Black America has been saying that the feds, the government are involved in the dismantling of our communities, of our leaders, and of our structures. So if the government has been involved in the demise of a white man, that definitely proves that they could certainly be also involved in the demise of Black leaders. All right, y'all. So all of this stuff that's going down is literally the undoing of the illusions. You see, we have stepped out of the age of Pisces and we are ushering in the age of Aquarius with a bang, bitch. Today I just thought about it. I was like, let me go see what Candace Owens got going on, because you know what? I saw her crying, boo-hooing over Charlie Kirk. So to me, I'm like, that's strange. His wife wasn't even boo-hooing like that. There's something going on there, right? So I'm like, let me see what's going on. So I go to her page and I see that pretty much every video for like the last 8 videos have been about Charlie Kirk. So I'm like, let me check this out. Literally, Candace Owens. Let me tell y'all something. She may be, what do they call it, right-winger? She may be on the Republican side, right? But at the end of the day, Candace Owens is a Black woman. And I need y'all to hear me when I say this. At the end of the day, she is a Black woman. And if indeed she loved that man, which I think pretty much she did, because she is going bar for bar with the feds, okay? Let me tell you, baby, the Black woman is showing, okay? The Black woman is showing in Candace Owens right now, okay? Because you ought to fuck with her baby, her man, or whatever, just a friend. It don't matter. She coming for you. Candace Owens is going to single-handedly prove that everything that Black America has been saying about the feds, about them systematically taking out our leaders, she is going to single-handedly prove it. I want y'all to watch this shit unfold, baby. Because Candace Owens is single-handedly gonna hand white America an identity crisis part 2, 3, 4, or 5, whichever one. I mean, fall in line. How many y'all done had in the last 2 weeks? How many y'all done had in the last 3 months? How many y'all done had in the last 8 months? White America has had several identity crises. But Candace Owens is going to single-handedly prove that this whole time that Black America has been saying that our leaders have been taken out by the government. She's proving it right now. If you go look at this video right now, she is basically saying that the feds are lying and that they are doctoring text messages and they making shit up. So, I mean, she ripping their mask right off. She ripping that mask off, baby. And listen, you thought it was going to be one of us pro-Black people. No, baby. No, baby. At the end of the day, Candace Owens is a Black woman and y'all with somebody that she loves. It's going down. Y'all just need to watch this stage show. We just sitting back and we watching, baby. Let me go get a couple cookies, okay, and a goddamn water, because we need to watch this shit unfold, because basically we are watching the undoing of all the illusions that were set in the age of Pisces. Because the age of Aquarius does not allow for you to be fake, to be a fake bitch. The age of Aquarius ain't gonna allow. Not on my watch, bitch. We gonna open this shit up. We gonna crack the skull of all the bullshit y'all done talked about. All the bullshit y'all done brought up. Y'all keep watching and mark my word. Candace Owens is gonna single-handedly prove that what Black America's been saying has been true the whole time.
Good morning. This Friday morning. I'm sitting outside fixing to go in the gym. But just wanted to get on here and say something real quick. I'm still trying to sort of get awake. But y'all keep your eye on Candace Owens. Because every other right-wing influencer and content creator is basically turning on her. Everyone. They're just flat out calling her crazy and just screaming about how much she's lying and everything she's saying is not true. Keep your eye on her, because I'm pretty sure what she's saying is closer to the truth than what anybody else is saying. It sounds crazy. It 100% sounds some really off the wall shit. But when everybody else turns on one person, when they stop arguing and trying to debate Democrat influencers and stuff like they've been doing since 2015, and they want to turn on one of their own. She's getting close to the mark. See, I'll keep your eye on her. Say a little prayer for her because she's on to something. But I'm gonna go in this gym. Excuse me. Then we're gonna have a good Friday. And if you haven't prayed today, excuse me again, take a second and pray. Tell God you're thankful for everything that you have, because without Him, you wouldn't have it.
The thing I love about Candace Owens is she changes. If she's wrong, she'll admit she's wrong. If she's unhappy with who's in office because what they ran on is not what they're delivering, she changes. So many people are anchored in on the left, or they're anchored in on the right, instead of being anchored in on their own values. And because I feel the same way, and my points are almost identical to Candace's. That country that Bibi runs. Yeah, what happened 2 years ago, that was an atrocity. But 2 years later, with almost every building not standing, millions displaced, yeah, I think it's wrong. And I don't support it anymore. I don't want any of our tax dollars doing that anymore. And then the attack on free speech. I'm not down with that. I don't care what side it is. I am tired of people trying to take away our voice. And the Epstein files. Yeah. That's just way too freaking weird what's going on. So, yeah. And if every American is unable to recognize that we don't fit into a two-party system, and not everything on the left is what we want, and not everything on the right is what we want. We have our own values. We are unique individuals. So yeah, I applaud somebody with the courage to stand up, because hell, it's tough to make a post on freaking Facebook if you have 10 followers because your friends are going to comment a certain way. Just think, when you have half the country freaking hating you, all the elites hating you, yeah, that takes a lot of courage. Keep it up, Candace. Peace.
I don't know if y'all seen Candace Owens right now, but y'all need to be praying protection over her family, her team, and her, and she's on it. I don't know if you've ever seen her, but when she gets on a case, she ain't stopping till she gets the answers. And they have taken out her best friend, her brother, Charlie Kirk. And let me tell you right now, there's a fire in that woman that will not be stopped. It has been ignited, and she is going to get answers. I believe it and I pray it. So y'all pray over Candace Owens. And go watch her videos if you hadn't yet. You got to keep up. You got to keep up and know, because we are fighting a bigger battle. This is a spiritual warfare. This is good versus evil. So open your Bible, start praying, go to church.
Candace Owens is the only person I trust right now. Not only were her and Charlie best friends, but she is continuing the line of questioning that he was in right before he passed away. And this is super important that we don't let this just fizzle out, okay? Charlie seemed to have flipped his perspective on Israel as of recently. I think it might have started with his trip to Gaza, honestly. But he started asking a lot of questions like, was there a ceasefire? Was there, are senators and representatives paid for by Israel through AIPAC? Is Gaza way worse than they're telling us? Like, way worse. So, for those that said he had a blind allegiance to Israel, you didn't watch the man. Because that's so far from the truth. So far from the truth.
If something happens with Candace Owens, we're gonna know who done this. She is going scorched earth right now on all social media platforms. X, Instagram, she was live. She is talking a lot. For the longest time, I loved Candace Owens. And she lost me about a year and a half ago. And I had to take a step back and realize that she was right and I was wrong. Now, I have never been the biggest Ben Shapiro guy, but when that fallout initially happened, his team done a pretty good job spinning it to look like she was just losing her mind. Fast forward, I realized that she's pretty much been spot on this entire time. Now, she's getting the spotlight now. And if she's right about the things that she's insinuating and things that she is just outright saying, if they wanted Charlie gone, not saying that's what happened, but if they did, she's got to be number 2 on the list.
I believe Candace until Erica says she's lying, because I'm a widow. That's my husband right there that passed away. And if you spoke a lie on his name, dragging you. I'm dragging you. So until Erica says that Candace is lying and Erica says Candace is wrong, I believe Candace. Sorry.
I am deep in the rabbit hole of the Candace Owens podcast recently since the untimely of Charlie Kirk. And I just have a few things to say here. Maybe nobody cares. Maybe you do care. I'm not sure. I don't believe that Charlie was having a spiritual awakening in the sense that he was going to convert to Catholicism. He was very publicly outspoken on his beliefs. He was an evangelical, much like myself, and I do not believe that he was going to convert to Catholicism. Now, does that mean that we need to completely disregard everything else that she's saying? No, I don't think so. Everybody's entitled to have their own opinion, but if you look and listen to everything that she's breaking down, she has all of the receipts. She has all the facts when it comes to the timeline, the people involved. I would highly encourage people to use your discernment, obviously, but also don't totally disregard something just because somebody says something wrong. One thing may be true and the other may not be. So those are my few thoughts on that, and I will be continuing to follow all the updates.
You know what, Candace? Let it fucking rip. I get it. It's selfish of me to project onto you that I don't want you to say something because I'm afraid. I was the only kid in my town who ever spoke out about anything, and I always caught the flack for it. And now this is on just such like a larger scale. But we support you, Candace. If you have to, release the text messages, release what you know, stand in your conviction. We're all praying for you, but I don't think it's left or right. I think it's a group of people that we don't even know about. I don't think that the kid is the one who did it. I sincerely don't love the world that we live in. And it's like, I really don't agree with having children. So I'm like the least likely person to love Candace and Charlie. Hence my name, the Reluctant Feminist. But we all know how much easier life is with a family and a support system that loves you. So we're going to go with that thread. Candace, we support you. We're praying over you, girl. You do what you got to do. You love, to like that little boy said, he likes to do bad things sometimes. And you're ready to rumble. And rightfully so. That was absolutely horrific and graphic. I can't unsee that video of what they did to Charlie. And I don't know who they is. All right, they're bad. I don't know if they're on the right or the left or the up or the down. But whoever did that was not some nerdy, scrawny kid.
All right, y'all. If the Tyler Robinson case hasn't been crazy enough, Candace just dropped some more bombshells. Let me read to you what she posted on her Instagram stories. So, the first lie says, I want to break this news immediately because it feels important, and I think if I don't break it immediately, something bad might happen. I hope I have earned the trust enough of the people to believe me when I say I have verified this information but cannot reveal the source. She goes on to say Tyler Robinson is not suicidal. The entire narrative that was placed in the media about him having been suicidal is completely fictional, as are many other aspects of what we have been told. Having his father turn him in after a confession is also complete fiction. To the contrary, Tyler Robinson maintains his innocence and has never been to campus. There are absolutely zero photos or video that the campus can produce to the contrary, which is why they produced nothing other than a blurry image, which Tyler's family knows is not him. Tyler has never once expressed a suicidal thought. I want to make that clear. The federal government is lying about absolutely everything other than the fact that that is his gun. Not that we needed further substantiation, but Tyler Robinson did not author those Discord messages. I would like to again stress that he has never been to UVU campus. I also need to confirm this later. I believe he was around the campus on that day. I will have more on this later, but I wanted to immediately publish that Tyler Robinson suicide narrative plus the dad that did the right thing after realizing his son was guilty is a federal concoction. So she's dropping bombs, she's digging into the evidence, she's contacting people, and she's going to get to the bottom of this. We all knew that the Tyler Robinson entire narrative was kind of fishy, but now I guess we're getting to the bottom of it, thanks to Candace.